Tomorrow, Born This Way, the album is going to turn 15 years old, so I'm doing my annual video to celebrate and draw something truly iconic for it. So please keep watching, and remember, baby, you were born this way. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Paper Izzy, bringing you more human-generated art. Today, I'm talking about Born This Way. I guess I don't technically make an annual video about it, but I always draw something for it. And this year, I just wanted to do something kind of special because it's the 15th anniversary. I feel so old. In 5 years, it's going to be 20, and I'm going to have to jump off a bridge. But it's crazy. I just can't believe it's so old. But I wanted to do something special for it again this year, and I thought it would be fun to illustrate the manifesto of Mother Monster. So that's like the intro to the Born This Way music video, and that's what I'm doing here today. So I kind of take you through some of the drawings, and while I'm doing it, I just want to talk about the album. I feel like I've said so much about the album that like I really can't say anymore, but I feel like I can always say more, I can always draw more, I can always do something more for this album. It is an iconic, amazing, like life-changing album. I can't believe it is 15 years old, but it's so precious to me. And even today, it is so like poignant. And I kind of mentioned that in last year's video, which you haven't watched, you can check it out on the screen or in the link in the description. But especially with like its undertones about like being American and like what that means, I feel like can mean a lot today in which we live in like a hellscape, which we kind of lived in a hellscape 15 years ago as well. But I guess I was younger and more naive and I didn't really realize it. But I'm glad this album is still here and it can still, I feel like, give us guidance about how to treat each other and how like being trans was like a crazy thing 15 years ago, and now it's like I feel like trans rights have gotten so much like worse because people are just so stupid, and like people love to scapegoat trans people, and it's so disheartening to see, especially in America. And again, we all know America is burning to the ground right now because of you know who, and it's just crazy to think that, with this album, you can feel like a shred of hope of like what being an American could mean one day. And like I never want to give up hope on um like my American brothers and sisters. And there's so much to talk about and there's so much going on, but this isn't really about that. It's about, the album. But I feel like you cannot separate Born This Way from the context which it was like born. It was born out of Lady Gaga really trying to explore gay rights and what it means to be yourself and be an American and be just exactly who you are. And like gay, straight, bi, lesbian, transgender life, it doesn't matter. And even like if you're an immigrant, like it doesn't matter. Like if you're in America and you live here, you're an American. And I feel like that's just I feel like it's lost on so many people, and it's very disheartening. That's just sort of where my mind is thinking about the album this year. But I do want to talk about the album a little bit and how it really kind of almost ruined Lady Gaga's career. And I feel like it was her going all in on like gay rights and going like super political as far as like, she was criticizing like the Obama administration. She was really going into like what she believed in. And I miss that time. And it's funny, I was watching like stuff from Art Pop the other day, and even like the way Art Pop was received was kind of like I feel like left over from the backlash she got from the Born This Way record. And it legitimately almost destroyed her career to stand up for queer people and immigrants and people who are just othered in American society. And I feel like that is just such like a crazy message then, and it's even like more radical now. And I just love her so much. And I love this album. And again, like it means so much to me today, and maybe even more than it did back when I was 15 years ago. How old was I? 19? Oh my god. That's crazy to think about, y'all. I was 19 when this album came out. I really want to find the picture I took when I got the album, me posing with the album cover. Oh, if I have it, I'll put it up. But I just love this record. And I wanted to, I love my life, I love this record, and mi amore vela veye. I did not say that right. I don't speak German, but I can if you like. I guess I'll talk about the drawing a little bit, because that's really about all I really wanted to say about the album. But the drawings, it was a lot of fun. I just got the idea while I was watching the Born This Way music video a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do for the anniversary this year. and I think it's a lot of fun. I'm going to put a version at the end of the video of me quoting it with some other music in the background just for copyright purposes. But on my second channel, I am going to be posting the storybook version of me flipping through with the actual audio from the music video, so make sure you subscribe to my second channel and check that out. And if you like this video, please subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, please comment, like. I have a Patreon if you want to join there. Like, I love doing YouTube, and my last video has done pretty well by my standards, playing Roblox for the first time. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And yeah, this video is actually kind of short. I'm kind of shocked by that. But there's a lot of drawing that I was doing, but I was just really loving it. I got all this done in one day, and I was just so inspired, and it feels so good to be so inspired. And that's just what Born This Way does for me. Like, I love that it's such a good body of work, and like I said, she really almost destroyed her career for it, and like, it's taken so long for her to get kind of back to where she was, and I feel like she'll never get back to like that, like the idealistic version of it back in the day, because again, she spoke up for gay people and trans people and immigrants at a time when it wasn't popular, and it's still not popular now. And I just love Lady Gaga so much, y'all. I know, like, we live in a society where a lot of people are like, don't worship celebrities, parasocial relationships, yada yada yada, and I do agree with that. I'm not trying to be like Tyler Catastrophe or whatever, but I love Lady Gaga, and I love this record, and it means so much to me. And if it means a lot to you, like, let me know in the comments. If you haven't listened to the album, because I know there's a lot of young people that watch my channel. Hi, young people. Go listen to Born This Way by Lady Gaga. Let it change your life. It really, it changed my life, and it still does every time I listen to it. 15 years, y'all. I can't believe it. Well, stay tuned to the end, because you're going to see all the drawings together, and like I said, my version of the Manifesto of Mother Monster. And please like, comment, and subscribe for more human-generated art. I'm so happy to be here with you guys, celebrating 15 years of Born This Way, and next year I'm going to celebrate 16 years of Born This Way. I can't believe it. I just always find something new to be inspired by this album. But that's about it. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the the Manifesto of Mother Monster, and adios, amigos. This is the Manifesto of Mother Monster. On Goat, a government-owned alien territory in space, a birth of magnificent and magical proportions took place. But the birth was not finite, it was infinite. As the wombs numbered and the mitosis of the future began, it was perceived that this infamous moment in life is not temporal, it is eternal. And thus began the beginning of the new race, a race within the race of humanity. A race which bears no prejudice, no judgment, but boundless freedom. But on that same day, as the Eternal Mother hovered in the multiverse, another, more terrifying birth took place. The birth of evil. And as she herself split into two, rotating in agony between two ultimate forces, the pendulum of choice began its dance. It seems easy, you imagine, to gravitate instantly and unwaveringly towards good. But she wondered, how can I protect something so perfect without evil?